Hello, everyone. This is Christy. I am your PR manager for District 68 Toastmasters, and this is your May member spotlight. I am joined by Division B Director Grace Nabasabala.
Yes.
I don't know.
Sabala.
It's an interesting, unique name. So Grace has quite a unique Toastmaster story, and she was featured on our WGNO Good Morning New Orleans segment, which was very exciting. And you probably see her photo if you looked up the article on WGNO.com. So that was pretty exciting, wasn't it?
It was. I really enjoyed it.
Yes, me too. So before I kind of get into the regular questions I normally ask and the Toastmasters questions, maybe briefly explain your journey from Uganda to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where you live now.
Thank you for that question. I came to school at Southeastern, and while going to school at Southeastern, I started a family, and also I started working, and then here we are in Toastmasters.
Wow. So it was because of a job. You came here.
Correct. Yeah.
Because of work. Okay, cool. Very cool. So that said, what was your original reason to join Toastmasters, and why do you continue to attend Toastmasters and be a member?
So my original reason for joining Toastmasters stems from Uganda. I grew up in a very domestic violence household, and going through that as a child, I always wanted to speak up. However, in Uganda, most times children and women are supposed to be seen, not heard. So that really made me very insignificant in that I never wanted to voice my opinion, because I figured if I voice my opinion, first I would get punished for it. Or if I don't get punished for it, nobody cared about my opinion. However, it took one experience where I felt like it was a life and death situation, literally life and death, where I had to stand up. And this experience opened doors whereby it made a lot of sense for us to even have peace in that household after that experience. So it took me as a child at 16 years old to stand up and also utilize my voice to be able to have peace. And so I use this experience to be able to help other people, now that I'm grown up, to be able to help other people who feel like they are victims at different situations, feel like they can also come out of that victimhood to gain their power and also stand up for themselves.
Wow. So that was your reason for joining Toastmasters. So why do you continue to go? Because you seem like you are just fully into it. I mean, you became a division director, so you became very invested in Toastmasters. So tell us why you continue.
That was actually surprising to me as well, because when I initially joined, my goal was to be there 1 year, and that was it. I figured in 1 year, I should have accomplished all the goals that I set for myself to be in Toastmasters for. However, surprisingly, when I joined Toastmasters, I learned so many skills that I'm still able to learn, and I still haven't tapped into enough skills that I'm trying to learn as a human, as I grow mentally, personally, professionally. So I'm able to continue learning those skills. It's like honing a muscle, right? You exercise it continuously. You can't just say, I'm going to exercise in the gym, just do it 1 day or 1 year or 2 years, and I'll stop and it will continue being the same way. No, you have to continuously exercise that particular muscle in order to get those results. So that's why I continue staying Toastmasters. And now I learned that being a leader actually helps you spearhead your journey much faster than just being a member. So when I got the opportunity to be a division director, I agreed and said yes. And I'm glad that I was able to do that, because I've been able to help so many people. And also, I feel like I've grown as a person in less than 3 years. And yeah, I enjoy it.
All right. Wonderful. Well, I know the district is happy to have you and very grateful for your service to the district this past year.
Thank
Uh,
you.
is there any aspect of Toastmasters that surprised you after joining?
What surprised me was so many people in Toastmasters who are committed on their personal and professional development journey. I'll give an example in GSU. We have people who actually are retired. So when I'm thinking about somebody who's retired, most times you're thinking they just want to go go on a cruise, just enjoy their time in retirement. But if I see those people who are so committed on their lifelong journey to personal and professional development, even after throughout their years of working so hard, and they are still working on that journey in retirement, that inspires me to continue on my journey as well. So that was one of those things. And also learning that consistency is key. You see, it's how much we put in. So that's also surprising because during the speech contest,
Yeah.
I watched people from the club level, area level, division level, and then up to the very end. That consistency, that hard work, that perseverance, and they're not giving up. That is very inspirational to me. And I'd like to be around those people as well.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
Mhm.
inspirational. Tell us about a time when you utilized something that you gained from Toastmasters in your professional or personal life.
I've cultivated a capacity of non-judgment. I would say it's easy to judge people when you first meet them. Maybe they do one thing and that's all it takes, and you have this perception about them. However, being in Toastmasters is humbling because every time I get to meet people, I have to take a second look. I have to think about, it's not just about their communication. It's not about just about their body language. It's not just about their history. You see, being able to give people a chance, that's a big thing. And I enjoy hearing people's stories and people's journeys because then I get to learn from their experiences as well.
Yeah.
And then know that it can be better. You see, they went through such and such, and they were able to learn from it, and then I'm able to learn from those experiences, such that I don't either make those same mistakes or I can do better in my lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really good point. I agree with you on that. How have you changed since you joined Toastmasters? And maybe you can give us an example.
I would say being patient, especially now as a leader. Most times when we reach out to our clubs and other Toastmasters, I'll give a good example. When I was assisting with planning the contests, it was a little frustrating at times. However, having that servant leadership perspective, knowing that everybody is serving because they really want to serve. They don't have to serve, you see? So, and especially the fact that we are a non-profit organization, whereby people are putting in their time because they want to help. And so it's a different perspective how I approach them. I'm not approaching them that you have to do this. I'm like, how can we work together to assist our Toastmasters?
Yeah.
Because I know we don't have time, and we all have different commitments. But these Toastmasters have worked so hard to get on this journey, and we ought to be able to support them. So coming from that perspective, and not even blaming the other people who are not stepping up, but at least acknowledging that they might have so much going on, but at least encouraging them to be able to assist in whatever capacity they can. So patience is a big thing, and I've learned patience going through this journey.
Yes, I agree. Patience, and you have to have the patience to learn everyone's different like communication styles and navigate that as a Toastmaster. And it's good because they're all very good transferable skills that we can use in our professional or our personal lives. So agree with that. How has serving in leadership roles in Toastmasters benefited you?
So even with patience, I would say the other skill has been also networking. As a leader, I'm able to network with different groups in Toastmasters because when you're just in the club, most times we don't get to interact much. However, if you're a leader, I'm reaching out to people in different clubs, you see, in different divisions, whereby I get to interact with more than just my people in just my surrounding and my Toastmaster club. So networking is a big thing. And then getting to know people, also learning that I can actually get that network with those people and they can become my mentor. You see, so I'm looking forward to reaching out to more people, so such that I can assist them in whichever capacity, and also they can assist me so we can continue working together even beyond Toastmasters.
Yeah, that's such a good thing. Yeah, I've had Toastmasters benefit me like that in many ways as well. So what would you tell a person who is on the fence about joining Toastmasters? Like, why Toastmasters?
First of all, I would say I completely understand the hesitation, okay, when it comes to committing to something new. I was hesitant for a year. I remember in 2020, I really wanted to join Toastmasters, but because of work, because of life, because of everything else, I kept putting it off. So I understand that completely. However, I'll ask those people, if this is your goal, you see, whichever goal you have in life for yourself, it's up to you to fulfill it. It's not going to be somebody else to come tell you you have to do this. You don't want to be one of those people on your deathbed wishing you would have done something. I see a lot of people at the bedside and they always say, I wish I went pursued my career as a nurse when I was younger. Things like that. So you have the opportunity to do it when you can. So why not? You see, you conquer that fear by doing it. And by doing it, that means you need to start. So start where you are, you see, because this is not judgment. You start where you are, and then you progress as you go. However, not starting is no excuse. You have to start.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So the most popular response I get to anyone I tell about Toastmasters and kind of tell them, like, you should check out Toastmasters. And they're like, what is that? And then I tell them what it is. Then they go, oh, no, I don't want to join because of the public speaking. So what would you say to someone who doesn't want to join Toastmasters because they're like, no, I don't want to because of the public speaking aspect of it?
So it's way beyond public speaking. And that's one of the things I'm surprised to learn. Because sometimes we think public speaking is like we have to be on a stage, like right where I'm at. No, you don't. We public speak on a daily basis. You public speak at your job. You public speak with your friends. You see? So we are interacting on a daily basis, whereby sometimes we have to hone those skills, learn even time management. You see? Sometimes we think, okay, we know how to public speak and we have all this figured out. How about how much time do you accommodate to speak such that you let other people listen after you speak? You see, that's a skill we have to learn. So everything that is good, we have to practice. And this is an atmosphere where everybody's here to support you while you practice on your journey, like an internship. So why not? You see, it's very cost effective. That's one thing I enjoy because, of course, sometimes finances can be challenging, but it's very cost effective. And you can, of course, structure it to the way you want. You have mentors around you who can guide you, who can assist you anytime you need help. So I'll tell that person, go ahead, stop being stagnant, because I hear so many people are stagnant and sometimes they get so frustrated with their jobs, with their home environment. Guess what? Get out of that stagnation and come hone on different skills. And that's by joining a supportive environment like Toastmasters.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very positive and encouraging environment. That's part of our club mission statement. We say it every meeting. And it is. And we give evaluations that are not just like, well, you did this and this and this wrong. We do it in such a positive, encouraging way where we start with something good and then we go to something that somebody could work on. Not to say, oh, you did this badly. Like we say, you need to work on XYZ. And we say it in an encouraging manner. And then we end with something good. And that's what I really love about Toastmasters. So I came from a background that I was very shy when I was a kid. And I was afraid to give oral presentations in class. I would look at a spot on the back of the wall, and that was really nerve-wracking for me. And I've kind of grown out of my shell into my adulthood, and now joining Toastmasters, now it's like, now I can't stop talking. Now I love to talk everywhere. So
I
my
agree.
mouth
And
gets
even
me in
listening.
trouble.
This is the thing. Because think about listening. You see, sometimes people call me all the time, and then when I'm on the phone, I'm silent, right? And then they ask me, are you still there? Because so many times we are used to talking over each other.
Yes.
So when you're silent and you're actually actively
Active
listening,
listening.
that's different because they're not used to that. When
Yeah.
I'm interacting with clients, I turn off my phone. You see, I'm giving them undivided attention. That's a big thing. That shows respect. And also they'll remember that because not a lot of people would do that.
Definitely.
So
Oh yeah.
they'll learn tremendous skills beyond just
Yeah.
participating in communication.
I agree. Is there anything else you want to share with us?
I'd say I'm grateful. Thank you so much for this platform and also for showcasing me. And also I want to encourage those people to think about what their goals are, because this is a lifelong journey and it's your journey. It's not my journey, it's your journey. So whatever you want to in life, you have to be the one to take the initiative. Because then if you don't, you always regret it. However, if you take the first step, guess what? That first step, you just don't know where it's going to lead you. You see, so I encourage whoever is watching, go to a nearby Toastmaster near you. And trust me, you will not be disappointed.
Yeah. Toastmasters.org. You can find a club near you and you can join, and hopefully those out there watching our YouTube channel, maybe they're in District 68, and we are more than willing to help you find a club that works for your time and your location.
I agree.
So, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Grace. I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate you
Meeting
too.
you has just been such an honor to meet someone with a journey like yours is so wonderful. So
thank you. I'm happy to help. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, that has been our May member spotlight, everyone, and we will see you next month.
Thank you so much, Christy. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.